All right. Hello, everybody on Twitch and YouTube. Welcome back to another IGS Dev stream. This is Dev Stream 12. I am joined again by Yark and Lynx. And today we have a lot to talk about. How are you guys?
Well, thank you.
All right, Yark?
I feel very well.
He feels very well. Very cool. Today we have another guest. We are joined by Ben. You might know him as Raggy. He's been a very helpful community manager. You probably see him in the Discord chat if you're a part of that. And he's here to just answer some questions and talk to us about the game. So thanks for joining us, Ben.
My pleasure, thank you.
So what are you working on right now? What's going on in Crime Boss?
We're focusing more on the education side of things, trying to help not just the experienced gamers, but also mainly people who are new to the title to sort of ease their way into it a little bit. Because stealthing in this game can be quite tricky, especially from me. I find it quite difficult initially. And I think some nice little tips and tricks coming to the TikTok and to the different socials, I think will help people get comfortable in the game.
Nice. And just off the top of your head, how do you think, what are all the methods that people can reach news about Crime Boss or IGS? What are all the platforms that you can list off of?
Well, you got X or Twitter, and whichever generation you want to be born in. Discord being the main one, definitely get involved in the Discord. It's probably the most fluid communication we've got going on there. Follows on TikTok, and then IGS have got their own accounts as well. So definitely see us all over the place. Please.
All right. Yes, please join us everywhere that you can so you can stay up to date with IGS and Crime Boss. So today, on today's stream, we are going to discuss strategies for development and community management going into the future. Some changes coming for the roadmap for Crime Boss, and we're going to discuss a little bit about Update 8 while playing the game. So should we just hop right into it, guys?
I would first say hi to Patya, to Flavio, and to David that are just in the chat. So,
hello, fellas. Hello again, Flavio. Thanks for joining us as usual.
And correct, Raggy it is.
All right. So first off, let's talk about community strategy, and anyone can just hop in here and just give us a little info.
That sounds like really corporate.
That's very corporate. That's why it's point number one. So basically, I'm glad that you are here watching us, because the stream that we are having right now and the streams that we are having every other week is the top way of us talking to you guys, speaking about the game and telling you some news.
Reaching out to the players.
Yes.
So maybe Ben, you can chime in on this one. What are some future plans that we might have for streams? What's new coming? How else are we going to reach out to the community?
Obviously, engagement content is definitely something we want to focus on, but like I said, initially focusing on the education aspect of it being the priority, really. I think, the main focus of any sort of game is always to, well, first of all, you want to acquire people, right? You want to bring people into the game, but then the hard part is then keeping them involved and keeping them invested in it. And I think a lot of the time across titles, it's usually that people just get overwhelmed and don't quite know what to do, so they tend to shy away a little bit. So if we can fix that, that's key, I think, to keeping them locked in. But obviously we want to have a bit of fun with this as well. So it's not just going to be all about checking little videos and stuff like that out there. It's also doing engagement where we can play along with the community, get into some chats together, doing some staging where we'll actually chat with the community, the devs, myself. We'll have a proper Discord conversation with the community. And I think by doing these small little events, if you want to call it that, I think the community will really start to feel like they are wanted and loved.
Absolutely. And we have a different event coming up next week. Yark, do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
So because the game is very popular in America, we feel that maybe the timing of this kind of streams that we are doing every other week is not very suited for our friends and in America. We were thinking that maybe we can do something that would fit into the time zone. So next week, next Tuesday, we would like to do a stream that will start at midnight our time, which will be, if I'm calculating it correctly, like 7 p.m. East Coast time
and 4 p.m.
4 p.m. Pacific.
West Coast time. Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
So hopefully we'll get some of my kin on the streams, get them watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And possibly we may have a guest. It's still in like preparation, but we have very loyal community member who actually last week started like a beta version of his fan page, Roque Savvy. You can find it on the address roque.fans.
Also known as Roque Savvy.
Rocket. And so if things go well, he will be with us on next week on that midnight stream, and we will talk about the game.
I didn't tell him about next week yet, but I'm in direct communication with him. So if by any chance you are watching, hi Rockets, and yeah. And there he is. So yeah, sorry that you found out this way. But if you will have time,
If not, we'll just
we'll do it other time, because we want to do this anyway.
Yeah.
And what do you guys know about this fan page? And Rocket, since you're here, maybe you could type in a little bit about why you're working on this, what you like about the game, and what motivated you to do this.
Actually, we may talk about it next week, right? Together when we are connected. But yeah, I think the page is great. It contains like the data from the game about the weapons right now. More events are coming, which is great. Like, it's a lot of stuff there, like the amount of information that we would absolutely not able to put into the game interface, because everyone will run away if we show this kind of data. Only German strategic games have this kind of info. But for people who are interested, how exactly weapons work, I think this game is this page is very good.
Gotcha. So more of the finer details. About
And I hope Rockets have it really nicely tied together, because we are going to do some changes in the values in the next update. So hopefully he will not need to redo it completely.
And something new coming this Friday. Ben, can you tell us a little bit about that? What's going on with the Discord?
Yeah, so we're going to host a Discord staging call, so that where we basically open up the floor to the community to be able to have a chat with us about upcoming news, which we'll be talking about later on in this stream. Any questions that people have got, we can answer them, and anything else that, be a bit more personal with the community is the plan, basically.
Yeah. So the plan today is that whilst playing Urban Legends, we'll be sprinkling like bits of information about Update 8 in a very random way, maybe. You are supposed to pick it up, and then we'll discuss it on Friday on this Discord call, and then we'll follow up in other streams and other communications what exactly will be in the Update 8 and how it will work and so on. But you guys, because you are dedicating time watching us, entertaining you or embarrassing us, I don't know.
Both.
Yeah, mixture probably.
So you will get the information first.
No.
Not the first party blogs that will get some information as well, but you guys will get the basics first. So I think that's...
Can I just answer a question? I think it's from YouTube. There is a question from CL Brennan. If there is any news or update on the Epic Games bug that had all the achievements for Crime Boss erased. Yes, and I do believe that with the next big update this should be rectified. This should be fine. There was basically a mismatch in the backend of system on Epic.
And next update, you mean the next week?
No.
The one after?
The big one, yes.
Okay.
The big
So speaking about updates and the strategy of what we are planning. So next week there will be this, we call it update 7.9.
Right. Yeah.
It's like a hot fix for some gameplay tweaks. We've already discussed it on Discord. Thanks for your contribution.
Take easy, for example, yes.
So this is coming next week. There will be just little things, but next one is update 8. So I've already written on Discord that it will come in April, so pretty soon, and we'll speak about it a little bit in a minute. And then the next update is obviously update 9, but this one actually is special for us because we plan to use this update to really bring the game to a next level. So this will be like our Crime Boss 2.0, where basically we'll crown all our efforts that we've done in the year, with all the content that we've added, all the fixes, improvements. We also would like to polish things, fix some more bugs, not add more,
Yes.
if possible.
Yes, please remember
And
that.
have basically in June a very nice version as a celebration of a first year of Crime Boss. Together with this update 9, we'll be also releasing the second expansion, which is a little bit late. Some of you are following the roadmap that was published last year. So that said that we are going to release this one in first quarter of this year, but we are actually a little bit late with that. So this is coming in June.
And speaking of roadmap, there's some couple of changes coming up. So what can we tell them
So
about that?
that roadmap that we have, I think we've posted it it was maybe May
Something like
last
that,
year,
yes.
very, very early after the launch of the game. So we've decided that Urban Legends DLC is not worth the effort on our side. So we have added the shuffle mode instead, where you can select 3 or 4 or 5 missions in a row. They are randomized. There is no narrative content around it, but it actually doesn't matter, I would say, in multiplayer. And we are trying to dedicate the time, narrative time, to single player. And we also have done some quite improvements of multiplayer. And if someone of you feels that Urban Legends need some more change, let us know. But right now there is no plan to add Urban Legends DLC.
Do you think that it will benefit multiplayer in the long run, though? And also single player, not having
Well,
to
I
focus
think the
sometimes?
plan is to really expand on the amount of content. We've already added the difficulties for the multiplayer, and mainly we are going to add the progression system and the customization, which is update 8. which
So we will discuss more of
Yeah,
that
yeah.
in just a little bit here. And so now the shift has focused from narrative to levels. So removing the narrative side of it from multiplayer. What are still the benefits that players can get from playing the multiplayer?
Obviously, play together is fun. Well, if you have friends,
Of course they do. They got friends.
which you can play with, which I don't. I only play in the middle of the night and better alone. But if you have friends, it's definitely good. Adding more missions and also the progression system, unlocking new stuff and customizing stuff. It's definitely interesting.
Sure. And then for the roadmap, we also have the DLC.
So the DLC expansion number 3, which was scheduled, or in the roadmap was written that it will be in second quarter. So in this quarter we are doing expansion number 2, and Nasara's Revenge is not happening. Second quarter, we have a lot of ideas for that. Actually, quite nice script about the story of Nasara being involved with CIA and so on, but it will not happen anytime soon. So I cannot say anything more specific about it. Let's focus on expansion number 2. Let's focus on Crime Boss 2.0, and let's hope that Nasara's Revenge will come maybe at some point.
And so the focus will be now to fix, or not fix, but just revamp the single player as it is now,
Yes.
the plot lines and things like that.
One of the reasons why the work on the second expansion have been postponed and why we are a little bit late with what we thought we would be releasing is that we focused more on the actual base game. So that we have revamped the multiplayer, the UX. We are doing the expansion. We are doing the progression system in update 8. And we are also doing quite a lot of improvements in the single player, tweaking also the narrative element of that. So actually, we think that the effort is better spent in improving the base game.
Also, we added missions, and we are not done adding missions.
Yes.
There'll still be a lot more to come to the multiplayer
Admittedly,
for sure.
at the launch of the game, there was not enough to keep people engaged in the campaign, for example. I hope this is better now. And
Lots of content to choose from.
And if I'm not mistaken, because there is a question in Twitch about the roadmap, the revamped roadmap should be made public this month, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Yes.
So we are just making nice pictures and stuff like that. So hopefully soon.
But,
yeah. This
maybe-
is like a reward for you guys watching us.
One hell of a reward.
No. So you know the information like first.
But maybe you can talk a little bit about it, maybe not. But does it rule out the possibility of future expansions or DLCs in the future?
No, it doesn't
No, it
rule
doesn't.
out the possibility of future
It
expansion.
does not rule it out. So
We have
we're just-
actually quite a lot of ideas for new big heists and new big story beats.
So for right now, just a shift in focus
Yes,
before the
like
Crime Boss 2.0.
really update 7, update 8, where I would say unexpectedly big or difficult.
Meaningful.
Yeah, well, the
and-
DLC too is going to be larger than Gold Cup, so people should be really excited about that.
Gold Cup was like one huge mission and then several small ones. DLC 2 is going to be a little bit bigger.
That was a good way to answer the question.
Lynx told me that I should not say it's better than Gold Cup because Gold Cup is very good as well.
But subjectively, you like it better.
Yes.
Not
But-
better, but just expanded, enlarged.
It's fair to say that subjectively, like I like the team more actually, but Gold Cup still I like that one for different reasons.
Yes.
But
But actually, we are not going to reveal anything else regarding DLC
For sure.
2
For sure.
at this point,
because this is just too cool to be revealed right now. There's still some time. Today's stream is about update 8 and progression system.
but and I may be scolded after the stream. There will be clues in update 8 about the DLC.
That's
There-
correct.
there is a hidden Easter egg. That you
Hey,
can
Paul.
find.
Paul's in the chat.
Hey, Paul. Long time no see.
So also, shifting the focus to the single player, do you think it will greatly improve? Because I know that was, when we initially launched, that was things that people took issue with heavily, but I think now we have kind of a system going that will work for us, and I think the players will really improve it, but what do you guys think about it?
Yeah, I think after the launch, after seeing all the criticism, we've made a really huge list of things that we would like to improve, and I think we are ticking all of the boxes in that list. And honestly, we feel that the game is much better than it used to be. I hope you guys feel the same. And we are definitely going to work on it even further. Like the thing is that this game is so modular that we can just throw pieces and elements and it will just grow bigger and more interesting, and it's
But instead of fabricating DLC, that would basically be a patch. I'm not saying someone does that. We decided to do it this way, like just to enrich it. So
Yeah.
hopefully this works, and this works for you. It works for me actually,
Also-
surprisingly well.
also because we have improved the AI so much. We've
Better
decided
than me now, yes.
we have decided that that we will not add the support for inviting friends into single player big heists, which was something that we have been talking about. So this is not coming in update 8, this is not coming in update 9. It's still maybe possible at some point, but for now we have done so many changes and improvements in single player and multiplayer that this would be just a little bit too much for now.
Yeah. Since there was something that the players, I remember in previous chats, were asking about pretty regularly, do you think that they'll be satisfied for right now, at least, with what we have coming to the game and the other improvements that we've made, rather than adding the inviting friends to the single player?
Well, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's a difficult thing, so maybe Lynx, you could comment on like the roadblock or what was kind of the challenges until maybe later down the line.
well, maybe later.
Mm-hmm.
No,
That's
I
all we
think-
can really say about it now.
I think the main problem is that we made so many changes in the multiplayer itself
Mm-hmm.
that somehow connected to with the single player is more difficult than it ever was.
Mm.
Because now we are with update 8, the multiplayer will be even further apart from the roguelite
Mhm.
single player.
It will be a journey.
Mm-hmm. A lot of moving parts.
Uh,
Okay.
We have actually some more questions. Sorry that I know that I'm directing to the questions always.
No,
I'm sorry,
please
but
keep.
I'm
Yeah,
so-
but
I'm-
yeah,
I'm
absolutely. Yeah,
thankful.
yeah. Someone
So,
needs to answer this. So go
Gunsmith
ahead.
to customize weapons, I'm afraid not for the update 8. Not even for update 9. We have other things that will help you with the choosing of weapons. And new playable character, as we said, we will not speak about DLC too much now. No, wing wing nudge nudge. And don't need new characters. Give random characters voices.
Ooh, that
and
last
I cannot
word
see
is
it
cut
all.
off by the heart, unfortunately.
Yes, that
I
there is
wonder
too
what
much
that
heart.
says. Yeah, too
That's
much
mute
heart.
verses instead. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, hopefully there'll be more comments so we can see what that last word on the line says.
Instead,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, deciphered.
Yeah, I think it's that.
Let's see.
Yes, we will see about. We'll speak a little bit about the weapons during when we play. But yeah. So the roadmap, we will release it in some kind of more graphical way, so you can see how it means, how it's going to happen. But it's really update 8, April, update 9,
Exactly.
June.
All right. So,
And there is like a lot of testing and tweaking for us. We'll be probably doing some little hot fixes along the way.
mhm.
I'm sure.
Yep.
Like
Probably.
I think Lynx and his team found quite a nice way to do them fast.
You mean like our team?
Oh no, I mean.
So, shall we start talking about what is coming to the game?
So let's play. I think
Move on to the gameplay.
we don't want to bore you with our faces and.
So you can at the same time talk about the upcoming game changes and laugh at me while I'm not doing correctly the Hidden Vault. Yeah.
That last part will be easy.
Yes, it always is.
All right. So, Yarek, should we talk about the progression system for update 8?
No, I'm not sure if Jackie, are they hearing us right now, or is it muted? Yeah, we are. All right. So, enter the bank. Keep your heads down. So, enter the update 8 and.
Where are you?
So, progression system, how it works. So how it works. So the premise is that every time you play a mission, and no matter whether it's single player, multiplayer, 2-4 character mission, urban legend, shuffle modes, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
every time you play, the time and effort you spend there, you will get XP points. We are calling them XP points.
Short for
experience
Ah.
point. Short for
XP points.
extraterrestrial points. And basically, you are collecting these points to gain levels.
With
account levels.
Very, very new
That's a-
technology.
that's a-
yes.
That's a novelty concept in video
It
games.
was, it was never done.
So, and after you end the playing mission, the points will be like counted, and if you have enough, you will level up. And if you level up, there will be 3 magazines coming up on your desk, and you will choose one of them. The magazines will be themed around characters, character skins, perks, equipments, weapons, weapon skins. So there will be 3 random magazines featuring random things out of these magazines, and you will choose one out of these 3. And then you continue playing, and then at some point you will level up again, and you will get another magazine, and basically this is how you will be unlocking things.
And whose idea was it for the magazines, and why?
This is the era thing.
Well, 90s, it was all about magazines. Like nowadays, magazines are kind of on a decline.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
You always
See them in the grocery store aisles. Yeah, pretty much. Well, I don't know about here, but
the magazines are for the old people, right?
so the magazines will be tied to the thing that they want to unlock, right?
Yes, you will it's like a stylistic thing. You will see the reward as a picture on the front cover of the magazine, and you will also read the description underneath what it is.
Maybe you will read it, maybe you will not.
Maybe you will not, but once you guys see it, you'll know exactly what it is. So it'll work similar to the card perks.
Yes, Santar, that's kind of very similar.
Well put.
And basically that's it. But the thing is that you will be getting it for all the content that's is in the game, like multiplayer as well. Because right now the boss cards are only in single player, which is kind of limiting the multiplayer experience.
Okay.
And then basically you will have these things unlocked. So this is basically taking me to multiplayer. How does it change the multiplayer experience? Because mainly these things will manifest themselves in the multiplayer. So the big thing that we are changing is that in multiplayer we are going to we are going to let player customize their avatars. Again, novelty concept, no other game.
Never been done before.
It was never done.
Yeah.
So we call it right now multiplayer boss or boss in multiplayer. So there is going to be a character sitting on a chair like this one, maybe.
A little bit nicer, maybe.
Yeah, a little bit nicer.
Nicer chair, nicer character.
And and you can say, I like this skin. So you will be there as a Gangster John or whatever name the skin has, or
So your own personalized crime boss for the multiplayer.
And this is going to be your character. So this character, like previously we had these characters that you need to hire, unlock, and so then they can die, then you need to revive them and so on. This is great for single player. This is great for the roguelite campaign, but no, it's a little bit weird for wow. What's going on?
Yeah, how's it going over here, Lynx?
I have decided to start a heist.
I think we're in trouble.
No, not in trouble. We are fine. We are fine. It's fine.
They called it in. Nope.
Okay.
We've been,
I,
yep, they are not happy with us.
So we'll
I
have
accept full responsibility.
we'll have a little bit of alarm bells underneath my talk about the progression system.
I have already turned down the volume.
Perfect. All right, so Yark, this is a good question for you. Does this replace playing as the unique characters in multiplayer?
So yes and no. So
And there's your answer, yes and no.
so Santar, it does replace playing as a unique character in a way that you can take the Mozart skin, as Lynx is playing with Mozart right now,
Yes,
and use it as your boss boss persona.
Mm-hmm.
But then you can customize the perks, you can customize the weapons and equipments and everything. So basically you can create your own version of Mozart, for example. Maybe like
And
we have not thought about the voices, but maybe we can let players randomize also the voices in the future. That's maybe a good stuff.
And so, will you be changing your perks and weapons on the mission by mission basis?
So you can change them in between missions, but this will be like your loadout will be saved, and even if you die, you don't lose the weapons, you don't lose the equipment. Once you unlock them, once you buy them, it's yours. You can give it to your boss. So that's a change in the multiplayer. But to the second part of this question, why it is not replacing the unique characters, so there will be still a tab with your team, as it is right now in the game, where you will have your team, and this will work in a way that you will basically there are like 8 characters, or maybe 6, like generic ones that will be available from the very beginning, and then the other ones they will unlock over time as you play, basically. So all the Mozarts and Jupiters and forehands and so on, and they will be there available with their specific setups, with their perks, with their weapons, with their equipment. So you can take your boss into the mission, play as your boss, and as a bot you can take these guys from the team, or you can decide to choose your team member, like Mozart, as a unique character Mozart, and play as him, like with his specific weapon, with his perks. So there's this possibility. So it will work in a way that early in the process you will probably not have that many stuff unlocked, so you will unlock unique characters, so it will be more attractive to play as this character.
Gotcha.
But you will be limited of changing the stuff, the loadout and everything. So maybe later you will rather, if you really like that character, you will create your own version of that character, which will be like your multiplayer
Gotcha.
boss.
So you'll have your own multiverse Mozart or multiverse
Yeah, yeah,
Jupiter.
yeah.
Yeah, your
Yes,
deviant,
yes.
basically. So that'll all still be there. And for the customization, what is guaranteed to be customizable in this update? And maybe could you tell us what is still on the table for the future? What ideas there are tossing around for?
So
customize
there
your
will
own
be no
combos.
pinky fluffy bunny avatars. Will be only like a classical heisters and you know, the underworld dark characters that we have in the game. Like, don't expect you know,
Some
other
wacky,
game
wacky
thingy.
Fortnite skins.
this is
yeah.
like other games are doing it, not Crime Boss. We are
No funny dances, no.
Not as of yet,
funny
at least.
dances. Well, no, there are no funny dances. No,
Yeah.
no dances at all. Actually, maybe you can add some dances. Well, maybe gestures.
This is a serious game for
That's
serious
the
gamers.
serious shit. Yeah.
Yeah. No anime eyes then. Sorry, Santar. No big ooh eyes.
Well, you can play Call of Duty for that, right?
Yeah, that's still yeah.
that's
that's
the
their thing over
military
there.
game with the animes and or some other.
We
cool
got
games
cool
that-
guys like Mozart and Ranger.
Yeah, but yeah, Mozart has beautiful eyes. That's true. Able to take hostages as shields. I don't know. Like, this is actually not coming to update 8. There are some games out there where you can do it. I've seen it in Call of Duty, for example, single player though. Yes. Or some other games.
It's a very cool mechanic that I think we should explore
Yes, yes. I think
down the line.
I'm not against this idea. I'm not against hostages as shields, but not in update 8.
And for the customization, let me see. What did I want to ask? Is there a level cap at any point for
So
user experience?
the idea is that there will be certain amount of levels. We are not yet agreed on how much it will be. Probably something around between 100 and
A million.
maybe 200 for update 8. The idea is that we'll be adding more stuff each update. We have quite a lot of stuff. So basically you'll be able to unlock stuff. You'll be just getting new things to play with. And then basically weapons. So there was a question about customizing weapons. So we are still not going to add like a weaponsmith where you would like create your own weapons. We believe that this is not what this game needs, but we'll be unlocking versions of weapons with different modifications, different attachments.
If I can equate it to something, it'd be like Battlefield 1. They had various like specific the same weapon with different modifications, and
I don't know.
therefore
I don't play
different
Battlefield.
weapons. Well, like that.
Well,
What will you use money on in multiplayer now? Buying weapons and items?
Yes. So the thing is that the unlocking through the progression system will only give this thing available to you for purchase. And because the game is about stealing money, we feel that it's good that
Should
you
have a purpose, maybe. Yeah, you maybe
spend
some
money
of it.
for
Yeah,
buying
yeah.
this stuff. So
Yeah.
actually, the economy will be a little more, so to speak, static, because right now in the current version, you buy a weapon, then you die, you lose the weapon, and it's kind of not so cool. But
And is there any customization options for if you're playing alone with your bots? Can you do anything?
yes,
different?
you can pick from your team the bots that you have,
Okay, nice. Yeah.
but you cannot customize them. You really don't want to do that.
Gotcha. All right.
Filtering weapons, yes, they are filtered by weapons family. So basically, you have a chopper, you have a Windowka, and underneath you have listed all the versions. So it's not that you would have like a millions of guns and you need to scroll through them. The UI for that is changing. Another thing is weapon skins. So again, they will be you can unlock skin, which is like a beautiful paint on the gun, and then you can buy that skin for the guns that you own.
And that'll be available for all the weapons?
It will be available, but you need to spend the money to get it. But it's
Gotcha.
the in-game money. We are not talking about microtransactions. It's the game that's it's the money that you are like, stealing from the bank in the game.
Hopefully there'll be a lot of stuff to spend money.
Yes, we hope there will be a lot of stuff to buy things, because yes, we hear you. The current version of the multiplayer was not very well, I don't know, balanced, or the economy was not very satisfying.
Good job, Lynx.
Good job, Ben.
Good job, Ben.
Nothing of value is lost in this one.
Why are we not playing on my account? Why are we playing on Jackie's account? Like I could have used this money. Because
Jack is farming for money, that's all.
Yeah. Like,
I tuned out for just a little bit, and you guys had completed the entire mission already. So we're picking up where we left off on a couple of streams ago with the
yes.
Vault.
Last stream, I think.
Was it last stream?
2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Okay. So all right, for right there, the story, it says 1,061,000 points, right? I'm guessing that's not how the XP will work.
No.
No. You won't be getting 1 million XP points. All right. You guys should totally add weapon variations with rubber bands around the trigger or duct tape on the grip. LOL. Would make a nice variation to know the gang's trying hard best to hit the target. It's a good idea. We'll keep it in the log, in the catalog.
So there are these like special versions of weapons that are like owned by some of the unique characters. You know, the Chase's gun,
Yeah.
the
so, yes,
rifle,
yeah.
Viz's gun with the little floppy disk. there. So
There's some a little bit of
questions,
that.
yeah.
And should we talk about the single player a little bit? I know we're still playing multiplayer here.
No. Like I think
Right, Flavio is actually accusing me of not being able to use Dev consoles. I can, but not on this version. So I don't do that much. It spoils the fun, actually. The cheats spoil the fun. So I actually am playing, even on development version when I'm testing the game without cheats. 99% of the time. So it's just not the same thing.
and Supa Dupa Noodle is
I love it.
on Twitch TV is asking how the progression system will be balanced. So the idea is that
Very well, thank you for asking.
that the levels should go pretty fast, especially in the beginning, and then later the game is kind of nudging you to use the higher difficulty to progress faster, because this is what we want from veteran players, to play on higher difficulties. So this is how the XP will be, you will need to farm. And I guess this is basically the missing link of how make the multiplayer meaningful or rewardful.
Even more meaningful, because it already is meaningful, right?
Yeah. So then what I have here, customizing. So bots, you will have them a special tab with the team, similar to what is there now. But they cannot die if you have them. If you have them, they will be there. They are like in your team forever. So you don't need to worry about them. If they die, they will be still there. But it will probably get a little bit more money to hire them.
Are you tapping out links? Do you think you don't have another mission in you?
No,
Armor truck.
I do, but I have a feeling that I'm actually not able to discuss stuff with you properly because I'm looking at the screen.
Copy that, yeah. So tune in
But
for a minute,
I can shut up. I don't mind. Like, it's fine.
Maybe Jack
Well-
can play. What about that?
I'll play. Yeah, I'll play a little bit.
Well,
I'll see if
there
I
you
can.
go.
I'll see if I can multitask both of this thing.
Enjoy. I'm looking forward to see this.
Yep. Which character did you pick for me? No, not
Not
two.
Tuna,
X.
Mr.
What,
X.
Yeah, Mr. X. Mr. X. All right. Ben, are you ready to carry me? I'm very heavy.
Better
Yeah. Armored trucks are easy, right? It's just
Yes,
shoot everyone in the face.
It's
And
easiest
that's it.
mission in the game by far.
This is a perfect angle. Like,
So, Super Duper Noodle with missions, do you unlock the mission based on your boss level, or can you select any mission for any difficulty? Yes, you can select any mission for any difficulty. The only difference is that if you are on some lower level, it will give you a little warning. You are selecting extreme difficulty, you should maybe consider playing something easier, but this is the only thing that will happen. You can still play.
see that?
What sort of differences are we likely to expect with higher difficulties? Well, actually, higher difficulties are already in update 7, so you can
And
Try-
there is some tweaking.
try for yourself. It's what it does mainly is the regeneration is a little bit slower.
Regeneration, damage, the amount of pings that you can have active in the scene at one time.
Yes. So if you've seen like our testers playing some streams back, they basically their strategy is that they just go in and they ping all the targets, all the everything basically, and then they play with all these like outline characters. So on higher difficulty, this is not possible, which I think is fair. You can only ping few and so on. So let's not talk about difficulties because you can already play them and discuss on Discord about this. If you have some suggestions what to make more difficult or less, just suggest it because we are absolutely going to tweak these things.
There is also the call on Friday, just saying.
And there is
On
this
Discord.
call on Friday.
Make sure
yes.
you're there for that. We'll see how it goes. If it goes well, we'll keep on doing them.
It's much harder to dodge questions on the call than in the chat. But I hope that we didn't dodge anything.
Yeah.
Jake, how does it feel to finish your first mission of Crime Boss?
I'm sweating.
Not even denying.
So now maybe a little bit negative news. It's because we are changing these things in multiplayer. We will gonna need to do some reset of what is actually there right now. So basically the weapons and characters that you have right now will be reset. You will not have them anymore. But as a reward for players who have been playing the game before the update date, we'll be offering some kind of loyalty gift, which will be something like a level 20 with unlocked set of things that you may
No? Alright, never mind.
you might have. And there will be also some unique
Should we go to
things
normal or
which
hard?
no one else will have.
Alright.
So this is something that will unfortunately happen, but we feel that this is for the greater good. Well, I hope it will. And you will be
Probably had
happy
somebody.
with the way how it
thinking.
works. Then we can speak maybe a little bit about the single player changes whilst playing Urban Legends. I think it doesn't matter. So, in update 7 we did some overhaul of perks, adding the tiers.
Yep.
So we are going to overhaul them again.
Well, not overhaul.
Well, we do.
Refine.
So we'll... Oh, no. We will give you the rewards in this loyalty pack. Loyalty thing. And we may still discuss how much of it is worth to give you. So whoever was playing the multiplayer before will be rewarded, or whoever was playing the game at all will be rewarded, because there is actually not so many players who have played the game before. So we can be quite generous with you guys.
This is understandable reaction though. Like we understand that some people will definitely feel like marked us about wasted time. So we are really trying to find the best balance of how to make it worth your while that you actually were playing. Because there was a game that I played some time ago and something similar really spoiled it for me, so I'm really invested in making this the right way, let's say.
So back to perks, right, guys? Friendly fire is bugged. Can you test it by shooting Ravgi repeatedly?
No, come on.
Is that a thing?
No, it's not.
Oh, yeah.
Don't shoot me.
Okay, my bad.
Don't.
As someone who calls themselves Super Duper Noodle must be trustworthy.
Yeah. So perks. We are removing perks that are related to meta game, like the campaign, such as cheaper weapons or more rewards. This is going to be reserved just for the postcards. And we're also removing the perks, the convoluted, super big perks that the unique characters have. They will have perks composed from the basic ones. And we are going to add something which we are calling class perks that will basically do some kind of differentiation for the classic heisters, not the unique ones, but the classic ones. So you can have guys who are a little bit better for the stealth, a little bit better for the combat, a little bit better for being a tank. So hopefully it will make some more meaningful choices into the single player. We're adding some new equipment into the update 8. 3 things. And we are also working on tweaking the plot lines of a big heist. Right now it takes quite a lot of time to go through the plot lines. We are condensing them a little bit, so it's faster. You don't wait too much time for a next day and so on. And the boss levels that you have earned in single player will be kept. We are maybe doing a little rebalance of the boss cards, but the boss levels in the single player are going to be untouched, because I feel this is the most played mode right now, and we definitely don't want to harm anyone.
We are looking for something. This is not just money. Keep me
And then there are some other things in update 8 which I will not mention because it's just more stuff, new content, which we will just leave for later.
The most important thing today probably is that you get the first information about the progression,
Yes.
about what it will mean, and you are the people that make the time to actually watch us, which, let's face it, you could have done maybe something a little bit better.
No, I think
And it-
watching us is awesome.
That is
Right?
the
It's
reason
probably
why
the
we
best
are
thing
no
you could
longer
do,
doing
really.
this on Friday.
Let's, yeah.
And now you are delightful. Look at I'm just.
Can I
talking
can I
about-
add? Can I
Yes,
add a
Ben.
bit as well onto that? I think hopefully I'm not just speaking for you guys, but you agree with me as well that I hope the community as a whole really see just how much like both the developers and publishers genuinely care about this game, but also about the audience that this game has. So whenever any of these sort of news and updates are provided, it's always straight from the heart of the devs and the publishers. We actually really want to give something for you guys to actually really sink your teeth into and thoroughly enjoy and experience this journey with us. Everybody who's involved in the Discord in particular, and then the Twitch chats and the YouTube streams and stuff, it's it is absolutely noted, and we pay attention to the names, and we're hopefully showing you guys that is the case when you're featuring in games and joining us on streams and stuff like that. But any feedback you guys can provide, definitely share it. We value it massively, especially share it in the Discord, because that's the main method of communication for us. So the link's at the bottom. Click it, join it, come say hello.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well said.
No, it's fine.
So
So we want. Yeah.
the update 8 is probably the biggest update that we have done so far, the biggest changes in the game. So that's why we are communicating ahead of time. You remember the previous updates, we usually just drop the updates and tell you after what are the changes. This is a different thing. We are like communicating like a month ahead of time. So we started today with telling you what is there. We'll continue this Friday on this like Discord call. You can also write on Discord anytime. We'll be doing this US time zone stream next week. We are going to do a next one European time on the Tuesday 19th, the usual time, as the same time as today. So hopefully we'll have enough time in March to discuss it. And if you have any doubts or fears, or you think something may be really bad if it happens, let's talk about it, and maybe we'll be able to explain how we mean it, or maybe we can even do some tweaks in the update.
Or you can just tell me that I suck. It's fine.
No, you don't. You
Or
are
just
awesome.
tell Lynx that he sucks.
Yeah, make a meme out of it or something. No, like really, you are the first people that hear it directly from us. Then there will be the Discord call, obviously, and within the 7.9 there will be a text for everyone that will start up the game for them to know that this is happening. But you are the people that make the time to watch us, so you are the first to hear it, and you have the options how to react, either using this or Discord, or even writing the feedback form or whatever. Some of you can write me directly.
Yeah, and we are going to spend some time testing this update 8. We are pretty much done with most of the stuff, so it's quite a lot of testing ahead of us. But then after we release it, we'll be still taking an eye on what you think about it, and we'll be tweaking it even further. So it will get better and better every other update we will do.
And if we will really get something wrong, I hope that we already proved that we want to react quite quickly.
Yes, sometimes we do mistakes, purposely or unintentionally.
Do we do mistakes purposely?
No.
Did I miss on something?
Well, I don't know. No, we don't do mistakes purposely. So, yeah.
Unlocked every character and max them, just lose all that.
Sorry? If you unlocked every character and maxed them out, you lose all that. The loyalty pack doesn't sound that great. Well, let's talk about this on the Discord call.
Not all.
Call. All.
All right. Should we start wrapping it up for the stream? Where are we at? Is there any other points that you want to cover before we send our closing regards?
Update 8.
Mm-hmm. Update 8.
Biggest update in the history of Crime Boss.
That's right.
Coming in April. From now on, we'll be communicating with you. Discussion on Discord. First time on Friday. If it goes well, we'll continue with doing this. The game will remain the same. We are not changing into a different game. We're just doing a little bit more balancing and stuff. Some tweaks will come after your feedback here, and also after we release the update 8. And update 9 basically will keep on updating stuff, and balancing and tweaking. And that's it from development point of view. So see you guys on Friday on the Discord call.
Mm-hmm.
We'll announce it on Discord and also our social channels right after this call, probably, or tomorrow. We'll also announce the US time zone stream next Tuesday. So I hope some of you will join.
Stay up late for that one.
Or not wake up so early.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of you may join us on the regular European time the week after. And subscribe us.
Mm-hmm.
Follow
Make sure
us.
to follow us on the Discord. Ben here will make sure that you are up to date on everything that's going on with Crime Boss and IGS. And make sure that you're on that Friday call. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on X. Anything else you can think of.
And play
TikTok.
the game.
And play the game. TikTok.
No,
yep.
no.
I don't like
Well,
It's-
I think I'm in one of those, so maybe not.
TikTok is definitely for some generations.
Not
All right.
anymore. The future is here.
The future is on TikTok. We will all be plugged into the machine soon enough. Okay, well, thank you for everyone that tuned in, especially on our 505 Games channel. We're glad to see all the comments and everything, and for voicing your opinions, comments, and concerns. And we look forward to talking to you more on Friday, maybe next Tuesday if you want to stay up late, and the following Tuesday for European time. So thanks everyone for watching. Thank you, Ben, for joining us on the stream.
No, thank you for having
appreciate
me.
it.
Thank you.
and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.